Good afternoon, Yorktown. It is Friday, January 23rd. Today's blending today. We are here with Highway Superintendent Dave Paganelli, Sergio Esposito, our Deputy Supervisor. I'm Supervisor Ed Lackman, and we have Chief of Police Robert Noble with us today. This is an update on the incoming storm, some information. The town is going to look at a snow emergency. We also have a local state of emergency in Westchester and in New York State due to this impending storm and the fact that it does threaten public safety. We will also be talking a little bit about what to expect with this. I can tell you right now there have been some announced closures. Saturday at our schools, everything will be going on, any planned programming, but starting Sunday, everything will be closed at the schools. They will make an evaluation for Monday, and we will do the same thing with non-essential services in the town of Yorktown for Monday, depending on the track of the storm. And in addition, the campuses of the schools as well as the town buildings, we ask you to please help us in keeping those areas clear of parked vehicles due to the fact that we are going to have to move a lot of snow and we need places to push it. If cars are in the way, they could get damaged, especially on the streets, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. With that, I'm going to toss it over to Highway Superintendent Dave Paganelli to talk about the effects of the snow emergency and some of the need to know.
Thank you. We're expecting a bit of snow. My my guess is we'll be somewhere between 12 inches and 18 inches of snow. That's a lot of snow for us. We haven't seen that in a number of years. It will result in tremendous amounts of snow in front of your driveway. We will not be coming out clearing fire hydrants. We do appreciate your keeping your cars off the road, and the chief will address that, when he speaks to you. Basically, and there have been some rumors about shortages of salt and what have you. That doesn't exist in the southern part of New York State. That exists upstate. So we are perfectly fine. Our salt barns are a good half full, and we have more than enough equipment. And a shout out to my mechanics who just got 2 more trucks up today that had blown transmissions. So we're prepared to go. It will be a long storm. You're not going to be. Today is what? It's 2:00 on Friday. You have all day today, all day tomorrow. Get out, get your milk, bread, and eggs. You know what? Going out shopping on Sunday is going to be a virtual impossibility. There'll be points where we have 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour. We have 400 miles of road to cover. It normally, in good weather, takes us 4 hours. Being down 2 trucks that were still down, that'll become, and in this kind of snow, become more like 5 hours. So if they're snowing 2 inches an hour, okay, we come by your house, we clear the snow. By the time we get back, and it's 2 inches an hour, it's 5 hours, there's going to be another 10 inches of snow in front of your house. So there will be times when the roads will be virtually unpassable. So please get all your emergency things in order now and give us the opportunity to do our job. We'll get everywhere eventually, but we're going to concentrate on getting our hills and mains open. We got to make sure we get our roads open for emergency services, and the chief and I have been working very closely together on that. So we're in constant communication, as well as the fire department and the ambulance corps. So I'll hand it over to you, Chief, please.
Serge, did you want to go?
Sure. All right. There's going to, as you just heard, there's going to be a lot of snow. Our superintendent is saying it's going to be 2 inches an hour. So when this starts, Dave, when is it going to start on Sunday? What's your prediction?
So my prediction is it will start Sunday morning sometime between 6:30 and 8:30. If it does say start at 8:30, and that won't be in the 2 inches an hour. That'd be about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch per hour. At that point, we cannot plow 1/10 of an inch of snow. I will not salt 1/10 of an inch of snow because the possibility exists at that point that as the snow increases in density, we create an ice underneath the snow blanket. That cannot happen. So we will wait until we have a good inch inch and a quarter of snow on the ground before we start plowing. And then we'll plow and salt, perennially until we're done. So
The temperatures are going to be really cold. So my advice, stay home. I mean, this is going to be a treacherous storm. We're going to give you some numbers that you could call for the schools and Con Ed and NYSEG in a minute. But just like the superintendent said, get out and get your supplies. There's a good chance, a good possibility that all our businesses are not going to be open on Sunday. And I'm not saying panic and run out. Nice and calm. Go get some supplies. Call your plow guy. Make sure you have everything lined up. Get some salt if you need it for your driveway because it's going to be cold. And then you have some emergency numbers that I could give you. For the schools, you could look at yorktown.org for Yorktown Central School District. And for our Lakeland schools, you could go to their website, lakelandschools.org. You could call our cable companies. Your Optimum is going to be 877-694-9474. And Verizon is going to be 800-837-4966. For Con Edison, you could dial 1-800-75-CON-ED. That's 800-752-6633 to make it easy. And for NYSEG, you're looking at 800-572-1131. Again, it's going to be a long one, just like the superintendent said. It's going to be a cold one. There's going to be a lot of snow. Stay home. It's not worth any risk, even if you have four-wheel drive. And like the superintendent said, at some point it's going to be 2 inches an hour. That's a lot, and it's going to be treacherous and dangerous. Protect your families. Get your stuff lined up. Charge your cell phones just in case there's a power outage so you can make phone calls.
can I jump in real quick?
Absolutely.
Because I had my list here and I forgot. Check your gas meter, your water heater exhaust, your furnace, your dryer vent. If these things get blocked by snow, okay, there's always a chance of a fire occurring. So you've got to keep those vents clear so that the heat exhausts from your home and doesn't back up into your appliances. So that's something, most of us don't think about. And safety with generators. If we do get to the point where we need generators, make sure you don't put your generator right where your house where it's coming into your home. Avoid the fumes from generators if at all possible.
So I got to be honest. Yesterday I said, let me make sure I have a gas generator. So let me check it out. So I went, I topped off my tanks, and then I said, let me start my generator. I have it on a trickle charge and all of that stuff. Didn't start.
Yeah.
Apparently my power flickered and the charger went off. So just make sure your generator's in good shape. Now would be a good time to test it while the weather's nice. You have all day tomorrow. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time, Chief.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Listen, I'm not going to repeat what what Dave, Sergio, and the supervisor have said. What I will say is this, and I say it with all seriousness. Dave's crew does an outstanding job every storm.
Thank you.
You get gripes here and there. That's the nature.
Occasionally.
But you know what? I'd ask everybody out there that's watching this to put themselves in a position of his crew and of my crew. All right? I love my team. I love my cops, all the first responders, our fire departments, our ambulance corps members. Stay off the roads. Let us do our jobs, and let us try to help you. All right? If you're out there on the road Sunday, unless you're a first responder, essential personnel, maybe you're going to somebody's house and their pipes burst. Listen, there's a reason for everything. But if you're out there on the road and you really don't need to be or have to be, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. And, we have good-natured banter back and forth when we do these things half the time. But, we are going to get a hell of a lot of snow coming at us fast on Sunday. If you're out there on the roads, make no mistake, you have an accident and you put my guys at risk, my officers at risk, on that accident report, we're going to put that you're driving in a snow emergency, state of emergency. I don't know what your insurance company's going to do, but your rates may go up significantly because of that. So it's Sunday. It's a family day, and if you don't, not everybody has the the blessings of family, but it's a Sunday. Find something to watch on TV. Stock up now. I will repeat that. Time is on your side. You have plenty of time. I tell my kids, make smart decisions. I'm telling everybody out there, make a smart decision. And you know what? Think about, put yourself in a position, put yourself in our position, being out there. It's our jobs. Yeah, you know what? We signed up for this. But, help us get through it. Help my team get through it safely. And when you help us, we return a favor and we help you. We have a great plan in place. Our emergency preparedness team, we've been in contact. We know if we can't get to you, we're going to call Dave, and he's going to, plow. He'll get us to you if we need to.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of living in Yorktown, that you have these services that are unmatched and unrivaled. You honestly, if you've been here for quite a long time, you get what you pay for. And we'll be there. We'll be ready to go. I have additional personnel, and they're all prepped and ready to try to help you out as best as possible. Our main line, 914-962-4141. And I encourage you all to put it in your phone contacts right now. Anytime I go out to present to community members, especially our seniors, I implore them, add us to your phone contacts. This way there's no thought process involved. If you call 911 on a cell phone, it's not going to get to us for a minute or two. If you call 914-962-4141, you're at our desk immediately. So please do that. Many of you have signed up for NIXLE alerts. If you haven't, all you have to do is text your zip code to 888-777, and you will essentially have signed up for NIXLE alerts. We also send those NIXLE alerts. We line it up with Facebook, so you get it in that manner as well. And, two other things. You mentioned the fire hydrants. Listen, please shovel out your hydrants. Help our firefighters. All right. They may need to get to those life and death. So please continue to do a good job, with the hydrants. And I lost my train of thought on the other one with the hydrants. But I know what it was, Dave. It was your team. We know that you're gonna have to shovel snow, but please don't throw it out in the road.
Yes, yeah.
Where Dave's crew has to go
Nope.
out. You may get a little out there, but if you're throwing mounds of snow out there in the roadway, you're not really helping anybody out, and you're not helping your neighbor out, because that snow is probably going to get plowed on your neighbor's across your neighbor's driveway.
If we're not done already.
So state of emergency locally. We're trying to dissuade people from being on the road. Only essential people and first responders. The local snow emergency, that bans on-street parking in Yorktown. That allows Dave and his crew to do their jobs and not hit your cars. We know that you're going to have to move your cars out into the street to clear some snow. Please have your hazards on when you do that. This way his team will know it's only out there temporarily. It's not going to be out there long-term, and you'll get it back in your driveway as soon as possible. Okay? We will be out. If Dave's crew calls, we will ticket, and if we have to, we'll have to tow cars so that you can do your job safely and effectively. Did I miss anything?
You did not. I did miss a couple things. The snow emergency will be in effect 6 a.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. on Monday, January 26th. So that's a full 24-hour period of not parking on the street. We have had some questions about warming centers. So the town of Yorktown has a CERT team, Community Emergency Response Team. We do shelter operations in the event of like hurricanes that come through, big snowstorms. The one thing we cannot do is open those until after the storms, because we cannot put people in jeopardy. So if there is a need for shelter operations, our emergency management officer, Sergeant Dougherty, has already been in contact with the community emergency response team and has gotten a crew together if needed. But that would not happen until road conditions are safe. It's usually 24 to 48 hours after any emergency. Although they've mobilized very quick in the past when needed. Also, if you have the itch to get out because you are going stir crazy, don't drive. go check on a neighbor. If you have an elderly neighbor, you have someone with young children.
Before Sunday.
Yeah. Huh?
Before Sunday.
Before Sunday, but no, even Sunday, if you could walk across the street and check on your neighbor, if you need to get out, you don't need to drive anywhere. Just walk, knock on the door, make a phone call, get their number. Really, we have a great community and they really respond well. So please check, make sure everyone's okay in your area, and keep that focus. I already have a couple people I know I'm going to walk over to their houses and check on, and I highly recommend it as you go through your day. Okay, but just
Can I ask a question?
You said yes.
Would you mind changing that to open-ended? I'm not sure that it's 6 a.m. on Monday is sufficient time for us to do the cleanup required after this kind of snow. And at some point, I'm going to have to break the 40 to 50 people that are coming into work from all the departments in town for at least a few hours of rest. They cannot work for 36 hours straight. So we may have to go out and clean up, on Monday. I would just like to have a little extra time without the cars on the road.
Let's ask the
please.
clerk to change this then to 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Well,
if I'm not done by then, we're in trouble.
We can't park overnight anyway, so it really, we'll keep that. So the
Thank you.
snow emergency will be from 6 a.m. on Sunday to 6 a.m. on Tuesday, the 27th. And the state of emergency in New York will start at 6 p.m. on Saturday because of the extreme cold coming in. All right, gentlemen, anything else? Or
Thank you.
Yorktown, be safe, be smart, and we'll see you soon.